Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you, talking a little bit about Monday Night Raw. The ongoing rumor of the morning, basically, is that the Ascension is going to have a new feud leading into the Royal Rumble, playing off of their past, promos where they've been calling out the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, tag teams of the past, basically saying that they are better than the others that are out there. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm a big fan of the new Age Outlaws. They got their run last year. That was very surprising. It sort of played into the whole authority thing. You had to sort of look deep into what was going on. They were Hunter's boys. They were the tag team champions. Oh, you didn't know? And it just was on the deeper level because they came out, they did their thing. I'm hoping that we get to see tonight. I don't know why you would have New Age Outlaws and not have that, big intro that they would do. I mean, that was everybody's dream, was when they came out during the Attitude Era, to be the one guy that, they would put the camera on you as you were, singing along with Road Dogg and hoping that you didn't screw up under pressure, because sometimes he would mix up the words a little bit and you would know where he was going. But, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that they could be doing with this. I'm hoping that this is just honestly a one-off match. In my opinion, the Outlaws got their run last time. I know there's rumors about the Dudleys coming in for the Royal Rumble. Maybe they can be another team to battle with the Ascension. I would love to see Bully Ray come in as a singles. I think that he's proved his worth in the business. Wrestling in TNA and becoming their main eventer, of course, leading the Aces and Eights, being the champion, heading into Bound for Glory against AJ Styles, then from there going on and having feuds against Mr. Anderson, that really held worth in that company, and he really was a main event guy that when he was on TV, you knew he mattered. And what you were watching really meant something. You can think of the marriage to Brooke Hogan and that whole storyline that played into him turning during the lockdown match was just great. Him and Devon are both free agents. They tried their best at Bound for Glory to get into New Japan. It doesn't look like that's played out yet. I don't know if that door is closed or if it's just waiting to open once they have a slot there. But coming home to the WWE for one last run as the Dudley Boys would be a great way to finish off their career. There's no doubt in my mind that they are, true Hall of Famers, and they deserve it. But tonight the rumor is the New Age Outlaws teaming up against the Ascension. The Ascension getting some wins against some old teams, honestly, in my mind, doesn't really mean anything. This team still needs something to get them over the hump, to make them matter on television. They need to do something that sort of shows their worth as, just beating somebody to a pulp, and making you believe in who these guys are. Because as of right now, I think the biggest thing about them is nobody really understands them. If you go back to 2005 on Monday Night Raw, Rob Conway had a gimmick where he was beating legends week after week. He beat Coco Beware, Greg the Hammer Valentine, and those matches really didn't mean him. They didn't really mean anything to him getting anywhere. It just was a filling space that was on the show, and tonight, sort of with the old school Raw feel with the Raw reunion. It sort of shows you that, you need to have these old guys out there to sort of get this over. The old school Raw was one of the best Raws that they would do year round. They really wouldn't mean nothing in the long run, but they were always fun to watch. Having the Outlaws there is a little bit of a plus. Having them wrestle against the Ascension, the Ascension, they really can't get added into the tag team title picture already, even though the division is really weak if you really think about it. You got the belts on the Usos. They're battling against Mizdow and Miz. You got Goldust and Stardust as the team. You got the New Day as a sort of up-and-coming team. You've got the Masters of the Universe, and that's about the whole tag team division. It's not like when the Outlaws were running through the Attitude Era with the Dudleys and Edge and Hardy. No, wait a minute. Edge and Christian, the Hardys. I just watched one last night. You had the Mean Street Posse. You had the APA. You had the Outlaws. There was a ton of teams. I watched the Royal Rumble 2000 last night, by the way, and I just was surprised by all the tag teams they had going on right then. Kai and Tai. But tonight's Raw is going to be a good one. It's going to be fun. Hopefully everybody's gathered around the TV watching about it and live tweeting with me on Twitter. Peace out, everybody.